The woman's screams echoed through the house. They joined the cacophony of screams that could be heard around the city. The Inquisition had arrived, hunting like a lion. Non-believers had to be found. Yet another scream could be heard, different from the others, younger, much younger. Susanna had done it. She'd borne her second son. The Inquisitor had arrived and wanted to see her. See her, whose home was so far away and whose heart was so heavy. Susanna knew he had been searching for her for months, and without her sacrifice, he would even take her children. Her companion understood. Tabit loved her. She could trust him with her children. The door burst open. There he was, the Inquisitor. She knew Gonzalo only too well, and she feared him. Susanna knew what he wanted. The key. He was looking for the others, too. She knew that. But she would never give them up. Yet another scream echoed through the city.
Test Flight 19. The safety net is secure. The weather is on our side, even if it is a bit too windy. The invention is ready up on the hill.
You are testing my patience, Morales.
We'll be underway in no time, Senor Conde. I'll speak briefly to Conde and my brother. Then we'll begin our test flight. A net, just in case the flying machine flies further than expected. We need the covers to hide our flying machine from prying eyes. There are soldiers of the Inquisition in the city, and we have to be careful. We could really displease the church with our test flights. That's a sacrificial stone in honor of the Blessed Virgin Mary. If you don't cross yourself here and are caught, you might end up nailed to the cross yourself. The gentle hills of Catalonia, my home. Dark clouds are forming on the horizon. I hope there isn't a storm this evening. We drove our invention onto the meadow with the cart. I only hope that no one saw us doing it. El Conde. Senor Conde?
What?
Everything is ready for our first test flight.
I hope it's clear that it is the flight, not the test, that I'm paying for.
Absolutely clear.
And that your sacrilegious inventions could land you before the court of the Inquisition.
We know that.
Then perhaps you also know that the Count of Florence has increased his wager and has employed a certain Da Vinci.
Da Vinci, Da Vinci. Perhaps you mean the Da Vinci who's better known for body snatching for what he calls anatomical studies than for craftsmanship in building flying machines.
The very one. And I hope that you are soon more well known for your practical successes than your impractical theories.
I hope so too, Conde. I assure you that you've backed the right horse with us.
If it's a flying horse, yes. Otherwise, you'll spend the rest of your lives trotting around on a Spanish donkey.
We'll do it.
I expect nothing less.
My brother Ramon. I hope he didn't eat too much for breakfast. Ramon?
Yes, Fedor? It'll be
Today,
fine. I have my talisman with me.
everything's perfect. The hill is steep enough and the wind is blowing favorably.
Anything that doesn't end like last time is a success. The grazes have only just healed.
We can swap if you like, but then you'll have to explain the technology behind it to the Count.
And you'll have to overcome your vertigo.
I'm I'm not scared of heights. It's just a kind of nausea
That you get when the air is thin. It's fine. The stars are aligned well. That's the main thing.
I went through all the calculations again last night. There's nothing that can go wrong. In theory.
Then let's get going. The Count is waiting.
You can start when ready.
Oh.
Oh! Ramon! Ramon?
I'm alive! A disaster. You two are nothing more than charlatans.
But the invention flew.
Invention? This terrible contraption is only suited as fuel for your funeral pyre.
Please, esteemed Conde, I have many more ideas on how to improve the machine. Think of the money you have already invested.
I'll give you one more week. And if I lose my wager thanks to your incompetence, then I'll make sure that the court of the Inquisition shows interest in your heretical experiments.
Our workshop cart. We transported the flying machine and our tools with it. I could take the side pieces off and use them as a ladder, but they are very short. Let's see what I can do with these. Our tools. Somewhere around here should be... Ah, yes, there's a knife there too. Should be useful. I'll take it. I don't need the whole net. Ramon's guardian angel deserves a medal. The tree looks deep-rooted. Ramon, hold on tight. I'll soon have you out of there.
Good! I thought you were going to just leave me hanging on.
Dear brother, what luck! I feared the worst.
Not this time. I'd love to get my feet back on solid ground now.
Yes, of course. I'll get you up here straight away. Just a minute. Hold on!
Yes, hurry up!
That should hold.
Thank you, brother. You saved me.
I'm sorry. I miscalculated the launch angle. There's something not quite right with the whole construction.
No real harm done. Good that I had my talisman with me.
You really are one of a kind, dear brother. Come, now we have to salvage the flying machine.
I think you'll have to do that on your own. My leg won't hold up.
Oh, is it painful?
Only when I put weight on it. I have to lie down.
Yes, relax. I'll do this. good that this tree was here. Ramon could have glided straight into the sea. I'll take my rope ladder with me. The workshop cart is sure to need its rungs back at some point. I could also cut down the tree to get to the flying machine, but this way is much more dignified for an inventor. Good. Then let's get the bird down from the tree. Perhaps there's something that can be used again. The test flight was actually a success. It only got a bit out of control. We can sort that out.
Hey, Fedor, I'll help you in a minute. I've got something really important to do first, though.
We've got exactly 1 week before the Count has us put in thumbscrews. I don't think there can be anything that's more important. Hello, Ramon? Always the same. All right, then. The invention of the century is going to have to be made by just one genius. And what if the material is too heavy? In theory, wood should also fly, if it has enough lift. A light material would, of course, be better. It's definitely something to do with lift. That's the crux of the matter. But how can we be independent of the wind's changing mood? Da Vinci designed that huge screw. I wonder if he'll manage to screw himself into the air with it. It must be possible, as long as it turns quickly enough. His parachute design isn't bad either, but in the end it'll only get him from up there to down here, not from down here to up there. As long as Da Vinci hasn't found a solution, my chances aren't too bad. The workshop is directly under this large and heavy wooden hatch. This wooden construction is much too heavy. I'm not at all surprised that this thing didn't fly. We used to play catch with this pig's bladder. It's dried and blown up, sturdy and watertight. And I guess it's easier to get into the air than any kind of wood construction. One of our first flying machines, but this wooden construction is much too heavy. I'm not at all surprised that this thing didn't fly. A loading crane. I need that if I want to get heavy things onto the roof. I've already noted down this idea. The whole construction has to be extremely light and be able to carry a person. A basket like that would be perfect. A leather hose. We only recently had it made. The last one burnt to a cinder on the forge. That's a bowl of wood tar. Ramon sticks his old stones together with it. One would normally expect an inventor to note down ideas for inventions. But my brother is a little bit different.
The ankh. Crux ansata in Latin, Egyptian symbol for life and also immortality. The uraeus more or less means the rearing one, a rearing cobra that Egyptian gods often wear on their foreheads. The uraeus spits fire or poison and punishes those who do not obey the god. It's often associated with a goddess who is supposed to have the head of a lion.
Uncle Tabit sent this letter a couple of weeks ago.
My dear Ramon, my trip to North Africa was successful, and I shall shortly be back in our wonderful Barcelona. I found an extremely interesting artifact there. It would appear to be only part of a larger piece, but I think you will find it very precious nonetheless. When I'm back in town, you can come and pick it up from my shop whenever you like. Farewell. Uncle Tabit, Valencia, 7th of April, 1514.
According to Ramon's notes, that is an ankh, a symbol for life and immortality. Are those my pliers? They seem to turn up all over the place. Unfortunately, that's all I've got at the moment. There's still a lump of calamine on the anvil. That should be in the mineral cupboard. A lathe. You can bore holes in wood with it. It's powered by a foot pedal. Can't make anything out of that. Not enough ideas. Perhaps I should have another look around. What would I do without my pliers? Cartwheels. You can never have enough of them. They make excellent driving cranks for all kinds of things. A forge, just like you'd find in a smith's workshop, with an integrated smelting furnace. That's the rope and pulley system for operating the bellows. Ramon designed the construction when he was more on the case. The rope is connected to the bellows via 2 pulleys. When you pull on it, it lifts. No, it lowers. I can't remember exactly. Either way, it works. The vacuum balls didn't work. Then perhaps the complete opposite. More air. The more the better. With a wind generator under the wings? Perhaps I should pick up my old idea of an airship again. It wouldn't need the complete hull. It doesn't have to be waterproof, just the framework. That'd be much lighter too. Covered in fabric, it would create a large surface for the wind. But how to get it in the air? That's only possible with an accelerating force plus a cliff. So, wheels on the bottom again? Our workshop cart. We've transported loads of inventions with this. Most recently, it carried the flying machine to the cliffs. The net is still in there. I'll take it. That's a little smelting furnace for smelting metals in an airtight space. Let's see. Yes, there are still some embers in there. It should be able to withstand a fair amount of heat. Not enough ideas. Perhaps I should have another look around. Fishing rods are made of light and supple wood, the perfect material for wings. Or perhaps a whole airship. Can't make anything out of that. 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 That's it. A huge leather bladder full of air, a couple of wings to steer it, and a basket for the pilot. Next, I need to get hold of the construction materials. Supple wood, a whole load of leather, and a large basket. Hopefully I can find all that quickly. There's my dear brother. As always, his thoughts are of a secret Egyptian city from whence all the things that he works on day in and day out perhaps, or perhaps do not come. Ramon?
Hmm?
Are you dreaming of utopia again?
I'm searching for it, yes. One day you'll be thankful for this.
For what? That you spent precious working time cleaning artifacts?
That I never lost sight of our goal.
Which goal?
I don't quite know exactly. That's why I'm searching for it.
What do you think about the idea of constructing a huge bladder and then pumping it full of air? Of course, the material would have to be extremely thin and supple. We could attach a rope ladder or a basket in which one could sit. I mean, in which you could sit. I'll have to watch it all from the ground, of course. If we push you over the cliff and the wind blows strongly, then it's sure to stay in the air for a while, don't you think?
If we hang this magic amulet on it, then it's sure to work.
I'll be off then.
Fedor? If you're going out, then pop in at Tabit's place. He's supposed to get back from Africa today, and I'm sure he's brought me something again.
You mean some old mouldy tree root in the shape of an antique vase?
That, or a precious artifact. Thank you, my brother.
The heat of the midday sun is trapped under the awnings. I often buy fresh fruit from Hernando. I wonder if something has happened to him. I haven't seen him since the day before yesterday, and the fruit is just rotting away in the heat. This market stall has been closed for weeks. The family who the stall belongs to has emigrated to America, like many others. That's where the fisherman and his wife live. They have a small stall at the market. Nice people, actually, even though they sometimes complain about the noise coming from our workshop at night. I mean, it's an inventor's workshop after all. Do I get upset about their fish stinking? The basket seller's stall. Aha! The basket seller is in town. That's fortunate. Hello.
God be praised, Senor Inventor. You're still at large, then.
And why not, pray? I've done nothing wrong.
I've heard otherwise. They say that you're working on an invention which lets a man walk across the skies.
Those are fairy tales.
Exactly. Only Jesus can do such things. And the church makes sure that nobody else tries to.
Jesus could walk on water, not on air.
So, by that, are you saying that Jesus couldn't have walked on air, even if he had wanted to?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What does a basket cost?
3 silver.
So expensive. Oh. Can we do a deal some other way?
If you could find some way of making it not quite so damned warm here, then I could let you have a basket for just 1 silver.
Do you know anything about the fruit seller?
The last time I saw him was the day before yesterday. I don't know what happened yesterday. I was out and about.
Why is his stall unattended? Why is nobody looking after it?
If anyone wants to buy anything, then they'd be welcome to pay me.
What does a basket cost?
3 silver.
So expensive. Oh. Can we do a deal some other way?
If you could find some way of making it not quite so damned warm.
Goodbye.
May God's blessings be upon you.
Do you sell oranges now?
They aren't mine. They were sitting there when I got here this morning.
Can I take one then?
If you like.
Now there are 2 half oranges. These oriental spices smell good. I wish I could cook. Then I'd know what to do with them. The sarcophagus is from North Africa. It's been here for some years. Uncle Tabbit stores various fabrics and cloths up there. He asked me to invent something to keep the moths out of there years ago. As soon as I've finished the flying machine, I'll get onto that. A shirt made of precious Byzantine silk. What a smell! Arabian coffee. Anubis is the jackal-headed Egyptian god of funeral rites. I sometimes pay attention to what Ramon says. A couple of dusty stone figures. No one wants them. They really do look quite worthless. Map of Terra Nova and Terra Incognita, based loosely on the travel logs of Amerigo Vespucci. Uncle Tabbit always had a soft spot for Moorish architecture. Jewellery boxes made of snakeskin, very popular in Africa. Precious Persian carpets. My dear Uncle Tabbit, a trader through and through. He travels a lot and is always on the lookout for quality goods and even better prices. Hey, Uncle Tabbit.
Fedor, how nice to see you.
How are you? When did you arrive in Barcelona?
This morning I'm feeling a little worn out from the journey. But business is good. And how are things with you?
The last flying machine didn't fly too well again. The Count has set us a final deadline.
Just take care, my boy. The Count is a dangerous man. He has church connections. You need to watch out.
My brother is completely possessed by his Egyptian artifacts.
He always was. He is definitely becoming a true history scholar.
You've been prophesying that for years, but it doesn't lead to anything. He just buries himself deeper and deeper in his books and doesn't help me anymore at all. Please don't keep on bringing him new things.
But if he loves to busy himself with them...
Uncle Tabbit, so you've still got that sarcophagus?
Yes, I wanted to delight your brother with it. I dragged the thing right across the ocean with me, and then he doesn't want to have it.
It didn't come from the right region. Yes, I remember. He's only interested in artifacts from the great desert close to Egypt.
Your brother is quite strange sometimes.
I need 2 bales of the thinnest leather that you have.
I've still got a few bales of camel leather, but I can't hand them over to you just like that. They are very valuable. And you know that since the discovery of the New World, business has not been so good.
How can that be?
Most of our shipping is now on the Atlantic coast, not here on the Mediterranean anymore.
Ramon reckons that you've definitely brought something for him again.
Yes, quite correct. Look, a valuable piece of crystal. Whatever you do, don't drop it.
What's that supposed to be? Looks like half of it's missing.
Yes, there must be other parts that belong with it. But I'm sure Ramon will like it all the same.
These stone figures have also been on your shelves for some time now, haven't they?
Yes. They're ugly, aren't they? Nobody wants them. And they keep looking at me like they're laughing. People don't want things made of stone. They want gold.
See you later.
Yes. Till then, my boy.
The shipyard has long been abandoned. Since the discovery of the New World, there's hardly been any use for it. Thousands of workers are needed on the Atlantic coast to build up the Spanish Armada. Most of the shipbuilders moved out of Barcelona ages ago. Someone has been trying to patch up their boat. There's a plank, nails, and a hammer. What's that? Leftover cloth? Scraps? A fishing boat in rather poor condition. A torch welded to a pole. Burglar-proof. A vat of melted butter. I guess something fragile was transported in that. And now the butter has melted in the sun. I'm not going to get my fingers all greasy. These goods belong to the ships in the rear part of the harbour. As far as I know, there's currently a ban on setting sail due to the plague of corsairs. Soldiers of the Inquisition. You used to only see soldiers of the Spanish Armada here, especially since the corsairs started marauding the sea. The Spanish Inquisition ship, a galleon, darker and bigger than the trading ships that are normally docked here. What's not yet clear to me is why it's been anchored here for the last few days. The deck is empty. I'd have at least expected a couple of lounging soldiers. I would simply love to shoot a cannon like that one day, for purely scientific reasons, of course. But the Spanish army would probably misunderstand that. The city slurry pool. How can fish survive in this soup? That's Pedro, our neighbour, a fisherman by trade. Hello.
Hola.
Any luck?
Could be better. They're just too small. Further out, yes, there are some big ones, but here...
Your rod, what's it made of?
Willow, like any good fishing rod should be.
Exactly what I need.
There's no way I can lend it to you. I need it myself. If my boat wasn't broken, then perhaps, but otherwise... You're an inventor? Invent a fish-catching machine. I'd buy it immediately.
Maybe later. Did you say your boat is broken?
Yes, took a real battering in the last storm.
Perhaps I can repair it. I'll take a look. This Inquisition ship, so why is it berthed here?
It can't be for anything good. Wherever these soldiers turn up, they only spread fear and terror.
Yes, you can only hope to be spared their attentions.
Don't worry. They're only looking for people who are on their list. If they were after you, you'd have received a visit by now.
Adios.
Adios.
Is that the plank for the boat?
Yes, but I haven't found the right mixture for waterproofing it.
The planks have been replaced, but the boat is still far from waterproof. The plank is nailed on well, but the boat is still not watertight. There are some very fine fibres appearing from under the layer of tar that's crumbling off. Those will be the fibres that seal the boat together with the tar. I guess they're flax fibres. I've pushed the fibres deep into the cracks. There is even some left over. Here, that's the artifact that Tabit brought for you.
Fantastic! Show me. Thank you.
So, what is it actually?
A piece of crystal. It belongs to something that's made up of lots of fragments like it.
Well then, best of luck with your investigations. I could do with the tar now.
Yes, take it.
Thanks. Don't you still need it for the mask?
I'm going to do that later. I have to get on with this piece of crystal right now.
Of course, the crystal fragment. One of the Inquisition ships is in the harbour. What can they be looking for here? Hopefully not our workshop.
You spend all day worrying on, and they always bypass the workshop. Maybe it's time to let it all go. Pack my bags and be gone.
I'll be off then. Take a couple of copper coins. I don't want to smelt the only money I have, not just for fun. Ornamental fighters in granite grey, anything but decorative. I don't want to smelt the only money I have, not just for fun. Uncle Tabit?
Yes, my boy?
An Inquisition ship arrived here a few days ago.
So what does that mean?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Why does it cause you disquiet?
I don't know. You hear so much about it. They drag people off in the night, extract false statements, torture, and murder people.
And all in the name of the Church.
But we needn't fear them. We're Christian believers. You from birth, and me since the Reconquista, over 20 years back.
Christians, yes. But believers? I only believe in the laws of nature.
That, my dear free spirit, had better remain between us two.
See you later.
Yes. Till then, my boy.
Ottoman soup bowl and plate. I'll make some time for a cup of tea with Uncle Tabit later. I've got much to do right now. tar and the fibres seal the planks perfectly. The boat won't be sinking again in a hurry. Hello.
Hola.
The boat is mended and ready for action.
Thank you, Fedor. If you see Sylvia, then tell her I'll soon be bringing home some real fish.
Yes, I'll do that. Do you still need your fishing rod?
No. When I go out with the boat, I fish with a net. Do you want it?
The willow would be really useful for me.
Then take it. Here.
Thanks. Adios.
Adios.
Hello.
God be praised.
Have you heard why the Inquisition ship has docked here?
Because of you, of course. They're looking for the Skywalker, the man who wants to trump Jesus.
Really?
So, you really are working on something like that. I thought so.
I think the heat sent you a bit soft in the head, Basket Weaver. Goodbye.
May God's blessings be upon you.
Hello, Sylvia.
Morales, haven't I told you you shouldn't be seen here?
I'm an honest inventor, not a heretic.
The Inquisition doesn't see any difference there. So, what can I do for you? Has Pedro got drunk and fallen into the harbor again?
I'm supposed to tell you from your husband that there are going to be some proper fish here soon.
Proper fish? Don't make me laugh. And what should I do with those? He just sits boozing on the quayside, and I have to do all the work. I've had enough of that loser.
If you want to get rid of fishing rods, I'll be happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. Do you know why the Inquisition ship's been moored here these past few days?
To catch up on the numbers, I'm thinking.
Catch up on the numbers?
For their torture chambers. I've heard that the people die like flies on those stretching racks. And now, disappear, Morales, or else when they come for you, they'll take me as well.
Good day to you. The heat of the midday sun is trapped under the awnings. That's my water pressure machine. Water is supposed to shoot out of a hole when you press it down, but it hasn't got a hole yet. Good idea. I can bore a hole in the lid with that, through which the water can then be forced. The hose fits exactly in the hole. I'll cut a few holes in the end of the hose. A forge, just like you'd find in a smith's workshop, with an integrated smelting furnace. calamine, a pigment that colours red copper gold. I don't want to smelt the only money I have, not just for fun. I'll leave him to work on his artifacts. There's no point anyway. He's lost in his thoughts. That should keep the cloth damp and cool down the air underneath. This invention will let you keep the material over your stall quite damp, and that will cool the air beneath it. You don't even have to leave your stall, just press here.
Oh, that really does seem to work. And it doesn't go against our Christian faith either, does it?
If God had wanted you to suffer heat stroke, then he wouldn't have sent me along, now would he? So, what about the basket? Can I have it? That big one, please.
For 2 pieces of silver, not a problem.
We agreed I could have one for 1 silver.
A basket, yes, but not that big one.
Makes no difference. I don't have a single silver. Goodbye.
May God's blessings be upon you.
These books are real treasures, elaborately illustrated and decorated. However, completely illegible for me. I can't read Hebrew. I can't think of anything I could talk to him about right now. Uncle Tabit recently acquired a fair old lump of gold in exchange for a large map of the world, made up of 12 individual sheets. It financed his last trip. A cut orange. I'll leave him to his fishing for the time being. There used to be tar in there. Now it's empty. A pinch of calamine. Exactly. Right in the middle of the embers, and soon the heat will be increased a little bit. Now the forge can be heated up. It was a fantastic idea to cover the stone figures with brass. They look really precious. Tabit will be delighted. I've covered your figures with brass. Look at them now.
They look like they're made of gold. Superb. Now I can really ask a good price for them. Thank you, Fedor.
About the camel leather.
Take it with you. The money from the gold figures will no doubt pay for it.
Thank you.
I thank you. Here, take a silver coin and buy something nice for yourself. Maybe some flowers for your girlfriend?
Uncle, thanks. See you later.
Yes. Till then, my boy.
So, what about the basket? Can I have it? That big one, please.
For 2 pieces of silver, not a problem.
We agreed I could have one for 1 silver.
A basket, yes, but not that big one.
All right then, I'll just take my invention with me and sell it to someone else.
Right then. I'll deliver it to your workshop.
Thank you very much. On the roof, please. Inquisition soldiers at Uncle Tabit's place. Hopefully they only want to buy something. As long as the soldiers are in there, I prefer to stay here, outside. I don't like those fellows. I think I've got everything I need for the new flying machine. Let's go up to the roof.